Good morning and warm welcome to my beloved students. Today in this class we are going to learn direct and indirect speech, the definition and rules of reported speech, and it is very important for you, and it carries main carries 5 mark. So let us see the rules of reported speech, or how to write or how to change direct speech into indirect speech. So let us see the first example. Pinto said Harry is a good boy. Pinto said that Harry was a good boy. So you can see here the conversation is put in the bracket. So that is the word of the speaker. So what we did here to change it into reported speech is that we have removed the bracketed word, the inverted commas words, and we made it as a sentence telling that it is been already told. So here you can see that reporting word said is not changed, and what we have, it is followed by that. Pinto said that Harry is changed to was, because it is already been told. So it has been changed into past tense, was a good boy. These two sentences illustrate the two ways in which the speaker we may report the words of the speaker. The first sentence gives the exact words of the speaker, that is direct speech. If I am talking or stating something, the speaker what he have told exactly, that is called as direct speech. For example, Pinto said Harry is a good boy. So it was the exact word of the speaker Pinto. And the second sentence, we don't give the exact word of the speaker, but only give the substance of what he said. So what you mean by direct and indirect speech means direct speech is the exact word of the speaker, and indirect speech is what he said, only will give the substance of what he said, and it has to be in past tense. So points to be noted, it is to the when you write in indirect speech, it has to be in past tense. A speaker's words can be reported in two ways. Direct speech, exact word of a speaker. The teacher said to Rajesh, "You have a bright future." So exact word of the speaker, the teacher, is that what she said is, "You have a bright future." So that we have put in the inverted commas. Indirect speech, what the speaker has said without using the exact word. The teacher told Rajesh that he had a bright future. So you can see the difference is that the teacher said, told Rajesh that. So after told the name, then we have used the for word that, and he had, have is changed to had a bright future. So the present tense is changed to past tense, stating that bright future. The teacher told Rajesh that he had a bright future. So let us see some differences in direct and indirect speech. The exact word of the speaker, and indirect speech, it will be the substance of the speaker, or the exact conversation or exact thing what she wanted to convey. Inverted commas are used. In indirect speech, no inverted commas are used. Comma is placed after the reporting verb. Reported speech is introduced by the conjunction that. Here you can see that told Rajesh, the teacher told Rajesh that. Understood? So here reported speech is introduced by the conjunction that, and past tense will be changed to present tense. So here let us see few different. First one is exact word, the other one is substance. Inverted commas will be there in indirect, no inverted commas. And reporting verb, comma will be there after reporting verb, but in reported speech conjunction that is placed, and it is direct speech it will be in past tense, and in direct speech it will be in present tense. Rules for changing the direct speech into indirect speech. First rule, if the reporting verb is in the present or the future tense, the verb in the reported speech is not changed at all. The first and foremost rule you have to see that if it is in the present or future, what happened? There is no change at all for the reporting verb. So, for example, she says, she sang a song. So, when we put it in indirect speech, she says that she sang a song. It is so since it is in present or in future tense, the reporting verb we don't have a change. And after the comma, the reporting verb it is be followed by the conjunction that. So rule number 1, reporting verb in the present tense or the future tense, what happens? There is no change if it is in the future or present tense. You say you will visit London. You say that you will is the present tense. So you say that you will visit London. So here I have projected some of the reporting words. Exclaimed, advised, commented, wished, praised, refused, invited, ordered, wanted. So everything is in the past tense. Reporting verb is a verb used to indicate the discourse is being quoted or paraphrased. It is also called communication verb. So other name for the reporting verb is communication, and you can see that everything is in the past tense. So we are going to the rule number 2. If the reporting verb is in the past tense, the verb in the reported speech is also changed to past tense as per the following. Reporting verb is in the past tense, then what happened? The verb in the reported speech is also changed to past tense. If the reporting verb is in the past tense, the verb in the reported speech is also changed into past tense. Rule number 2, that is simple present to simple past. Present continuous to past continuous. Present perfect to past perfect. Present perfect continues to past perfect. In future tense, no changes are made except for shall, will gets changed to should and would. So rule number 2 is that reporting verb is in the past tense, then the verb in the reported speech is also changed to past tense. Simple present to past, continuous to past continuous, perfect to past. Present perfect continuous to past perfect continuous. And in future tense, no changes are made except shall and will be changed to should and would. Let's see a few examples here. They said that they take exercise every day. They said that they took. Take is changed to took. Exercise every day. They said they were taking exercise every day. They said that they were taking exercise every day. They said they have taken exercise every day. They said that they had taken exercise every day. They said they have been taking exercise every day. They said that they had been taking exercise every day. They said they will take exercise every day. They said that they would take exercise every day. So rule number 3. So rule number 2, for example, simple present to simple past. So here we can see the example. They said they take the exercise every day. Then it is changed to simple past. They took exercise every day. Then next one, continues to past continuous. They are taking exercise is changed to were taking exercise. Third one, perfect to past perfect. They have taken exercise. That is changed to that they had taken. Have is changed to had taken. Then present perfect continues to past perfect continues. They have been taking. It is changed to had been taking. Then you can see that shall and should. They said that they will. So it is changed to they would. So let us move on to the rule number 3. Pronouns of the first person in direct speech are changed in indirect speech to same person as a subject of the introductory verb. For example, first person I, me, us, we, mine, our in reported speech change into third person pronoun as is, he, she, it, they, him, his, her, hers, them, their, theirs. If the reporting verb refers to third person pronoun, they do not change. If the reporting verb refer to first person pronouns. So rule number 3 is that first person pronoun I, me, us, we, mine, our reported speech can change into third person pronoun he, she, it, they, him, his, her and hers. The reporting verb to the third person pronoun, they do not change if the reporting verb refers to first person pronoun. Third person pronoun, that is he, she, it, they, him, his, her, hers, them, theirs, do not change at all in reported speech. So rule number 3 is that pronouns of the first person in direct speech are changed to indirect. First person in reported speech is changed to third person pronoun, and reporting verbs to refers to the third person of the pronouns, they do not change at all and refers to the first pronoun. And third person also do not change at all in reported speech. If a second person pronoun you, yours is the object of the main sentence, they change into first person plural, that is I, me, us, we, mine, ours in indirect speech. Let's see few examples. He said to me, I don't believe you. He said to me that he did not believe me. He said to him, I don't believe you. He said that she did not believe him. Rule number 4. Change of time. In direct speeches, the word that expresses nearness in time or place are changed to word that expresses distance in indirect speech, such as now becomes then, here becomes the, ago becomes before, thus to so, today to that day, tomorrow to the next day, this to that, yesterday, the day before, these to those, hither becomes hither, spelling change, come becomes go, hence become thence, next week becomes the following week or month. So these things you have to by heart it. Now, then, here, the, ago, before, thus, so, today, that day. So rule number 4 says that in direct speech, the word that expresses nearness in time or place are changed to word that express distance in indirect speech. Word expressing nearness in time, place are generally changed into the word expressing distance. He says, I'm glad to see you here this evening. He said that he was glad to see him there that evening. So we have removed the inverted comma and put the conjunction that, and I is changed to he, and it is being said in past tense, that is was, glad to see. You is changed to him. Here to there, this evening to that evening. So it is so simple, only you have to little bit concentration you need, that is that conjunction. Remove the inverted comma, put the conjunction over the he was glad to see you. Wherever you is there, it has to be him. Here is changed to there and this is changed to that evening. The changes do not occur if the speech is reported during the same period or at the same place. He says, I'm glad to be here this evening. So here we are not changing this to that evening. What is the reason? This is the reason exception, that is the changes do not occur if the speech is reported during the same period or at the same place. He says that he, so here no changes, an exception you have to be noted. The changes do not occur if the speech is reported during the same period or at the same time. He says that he's glad to be here. So I hope this reported speech you are clear with the first part. Let us continue with the second part in the next class. Thanks for watching. Have a spirit-filled day. Thank you.